For ages and ages and ages, there have been different announcements about, oh, now the studio's getting a Masters of the Universe movie going, and then nothing happens. And then, oh, now a studio's getting a Masters of the Universe movie. There was even that one time, like, concept art got released. I think, who's the guy who directed Crazy Rich Asians?
John M. Chu.
John M. Chu. He was going to do one, I think, for a time. And then, like, at some point, like, concept images of Battle Cat came out. Remember that years ago?
That was so
And
cool.
Still nothing happened. Then, a short time ago, we got word that Travis Knight, director of Kubo and the Two Strings and the fabulous Best Transformers movie Bumblebee, was coming on to direct it. Now that is solidified, and we've actually got a tangible release date. This comes to us from the folks over at Deadline, who wrote the following. As Deadline first told you, Bumblebee filmmaker Travis Knight is directing off of Chris Butler's screenplay. By the way, Chris Butler wrote Kubo and the Two Strings, and he also wrote and directed Paranorman and a number of things like this too. So, I mean, pretty good pedigree here. Anyway, Travis Knight is directing off Chris Butler's screenplay, the initial draft written by David Callahan and Aaron and Adam Nee. Mattel Films, Robbie Brenner, and escape artist Todd Black, Jason Blumenthal, and Steve Tisch are producing. Now, this is where I get a little iffy, and I think might be outdated information. But the movie follows 10-year-old Prince Adam, who crashed to Earth in a spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home on Eternia. After tracking it down, almost 2 decades later, Prince Adam is whisked back across space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor. But to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam will first need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Can you correct me if I'm wrong here? Isn't that the She-Ra origin story of being on a different planet than where her brother is?
I thought she was Prince Adam's cousin.
I'm not sure.
I don't think they're siblings. Sure. I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not well versed on She-Ra lore. I'm not well versed on that.
The OG, I only watched the Christmas special, which should surprise no one. And then I've watched the new one.
She's
okay.
long lost twin sister.
There we go.
He-Man.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
There you go.
Okay,
well, that makes that porn fan fiction I saw them going around
even
more
no.
creepy.
Well,
anyway.
Jesus.
It unfortunately makes some people tune in more.
Some more.
Things heat up.
So I don't, like I said, I didn't know much about She-Ra lore at all.
You liked Luke and Leia.
But,
oh, man.
I gotta tell you, I think this information.
Someone called it semen.
No.
Semen.
No.
If you Ram Man, then you see Man.
Man. Oh, we just lost our sponsor.
Oh, no.
I wonder what they're the master of.
Well, they're master debaters.
Master debaters of the universe.
Yeah, master debaters.
She-Ra. I love She-Ra.
And Skeletor says, "Want to see my bone?" No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, we're here.
What are we even talking about?
We're reporting some news, John.
This got completely off the rails.
Amazon pulled He-Man from the release calendar.
And just keeps pulling.
Okay, sorry. Wait a second. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Miracle Made. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. When they arrived at our house, my wife Ann loved the feel of them so much, she couldn't even wait for me to get home to put them on our bed. Miracle Made has self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle Sheets also have incredible comfort and quality. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So go to TryMiracle, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campea at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Campea and use the code Campea to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Campea to treat yourself. Okay.
I give this project a 9.
Okay, what was I even saying?
We can't do this on initial.
Okay, so I think this information on the story outline is outdated, but let's say for a second it's not. I initially get concerned when I see the movie follows 10-year-old Prince Adam who crashes to Earth. That's not a good start to me.
No.
Yeah, that's what
But I got a little bit won over when I found out, then we flash forward, he finds the sword, and he goes back to Eternia. Because I'll be honest, I don't mind some of this movie taking place on Earth. I don't. But I do want to make sure that a good amount of this movie takes place on Eternia. Like, I don't kind of want what we had with the Dolph Lundgren. As classic as that awful movie is, I don't care what anybody says. Dolph Lundgren, Courtney Cox, I'll go back and watch that anytime.
Go ahead.
But, I mean, all of a sudden, the concept actually doesn't sound so bad as long as that 10-year-old Adam crashes Earth, finds his sword, goes back to Eternia. As long as all that's in the first act. If that's the first act set up and then the final 2 acts takes place on Eternia, where he becomes He-Man and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And listen, most important part of this is Travis Knight is directing this.
Yeah.
The director of Kubo and the Two Strings and the director of the only truly great Transformers movie, Bumblebee. And the writer he's got on there with him, the guy who wrote Kubo and wrote Paranorman and things like that. I've got trust in this. How you pull this movie off, I'm not sure. Because this is a big thing to try to pull off. I mean,
what do you think about its home, Amazon MGM?
Really leaning into that.
Have they pulled anything off their slate that they've announced?
Fallout.
No, I mean, they pulled that off their slate, like Amazon. Amazon MGM, meaning this movie has been talked about for so long and then shelved and then back on shelved. Do you think, or can we be confident that Amazon MGM Studios will go through with this movie?
Let's put it this way. It's a good question. I would put it this way. Of all the starts and stops, like I think it was at Sony at one point for a while, then it never got to the point where they locked the director and publicly announced it, locked the writer, publicly announced it, and then locked the release date and publicly announced it. Because now it's coming out, it's got an official release date of the summer of 2026. So it's locked. And no other studio has been to that point yet. So yeah, I think this is happening. I think this thing's now full go. We're less than 2 years or right around 2 years of when it's finally going to come out in theaters. So I got to tell you, now it's all going to be about, and no one's going to be happy. Who do they cast as Adam? No one is going to be happy.
Well, he's got to talk like this.
That's true. When he's in his Prince form, when he's like, I don't know. Oh, gosh. What am I supposed to do?
It's the funniest thing. At least,
He basically sounds like that,
at
though.
least Superman had the glasses. This is the funniest thing about Prince Adam and He-Man. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
The same haircut, same at the face. Like, at least Superman had glasses. So, hi, He-Man. Have you seen our son, Prince
No, I
Adam?
think they're going to do a Shazam thing. They have to do it. I love the way they do it with the new animation where he's scrawny.
Where he actually transforms.
And he actually transforms into a... They have to do it that way or else I can't take it seriously. It'll just be an 80s movie to me.
Yeah, so what are you going to do? You're going to have John Cena? Hi, Mom and Dad. Oh, turn around for a second. He takes his shirt off. I'm He-Man now.
I'm He-Man now.
Like, what are you... But who do you cast?
Alan Richardson.
It's got to be 2 people, I think. What do you think? 2 people?
I mean, it's got to be 2 people.
It has to be.
Has to be 2
unless
people.
Unless they CG's like Chris Evans.
Yeah, I was going to say Chris Evans.
Chris Evans style.
But that was kind of weird.
All right. Oh, and I was about to say this, but Mode Man in the live chat just said this. I'm saying, all right.
Man.
For Prince Adam, you get Timothy Chalamet.
There you go. Oh, he's
And
ripped
then-
anyway. He could be He-Man.
And then for He-Man, Alan Ritchson.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, but here's the thing. Are we saying Alan Ritchson because he's the only guy we can think of who can possibly look right?
Yes. That is,
Yeah.
I will be fully
Yeah.
honest. Where I was like, that's
mean-
the only human that comes into my brain other than like
But
me
to be
cycling
fair,
through WWE
before
wrestlers.
before
Yeah.
Henry Cavill was Superman, he was not that ripped.
No.
Like, in the Tudors, he does not look like Superman.
This
So,
is very true.
yeah, people can get there.
But
Yeah.
listen, it's one thing to get in good shape. To become He-Man.
Yeah.
Slap on some CGI pecs.
He's got an action figure body that's insane.
It's one thing for Hugh Jackman to get back in the gym and get and put on a little bit more size, get ripped again. That's one thing. But to become He-Man,
Oh my gosh.
what's that?
Cord Cutter Cam in the chat nailed it. Okay, so it's Alan Ritchson, but then it's Walker Scoble as.
Oh, as Prince Adam?
That's so good. That's so good, man. Well
I
done.
like that.
Become a casting director. I love your choices.
I like that.
And you don't realize how big Alan Ritchson is until you see him in a picture with Cavill. Because
Dude,
Cavill is big.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But-
he towers over Cavill.
Yeah.
He's got the muscle on top of Cavill's muscle.
The one issue
So-
I do have with that one, and I know I'm the one who presented it, is he has said stuff too about like, I'm not really into like these superhero things. And
Well, I don't know that it can be Walker Scobell though, because he could play him when he's a kid.
When he's little.
But it said that it was 20 years, so he's
yeah,
20 something.
I like him
now.
as the little Adam though.
Well, he's
Yeah,
be
so you got
30.
the Adam
as
that crashes to
30-year-old.
Earth. There's
Yeah.
that Adam. Then there's the Adam who's now a young man.
30.
That's a different
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
And then you need who they turn into as He-Man.
Yeah.
Again, I'm open to other, but like, who else do we got? Like, there's Dave Bautista, but he's in his 50s now, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't see him as.
The
as-
Stars
no
Guards
way.
could bulk up. They're already cut.
Oh, I'll
if you
tell
go
you
for
what.
a lean Superman- I
Which
meant
was
Superman.
which was the Skarsgård that was in the Viking movie, The Northman?
Is
Oh.
that Alexander?
Alexander, yeah. Alexander Skarsgård. Listen, take him in Northman, and he's got to put on another 40 pounds. And that's weird to think because how do you take how do you put 40 more pounds of muscle on that?
Keep Bill lean, and then he can be Prince Adam, and then his brother can shift with extra weight on.
get one of the others.
Just shoot him on a wide angle and he'll look stretched out.
I
There we
know,
go.
I know we're excited to talk about who's going to be He-Man, but I just cannot wait to see Battle Cat. That was like my favorite
yeah.
Oh, Battle Cat's gonna
character.
be huge. And then here's the thing: does Battle Cat talk,
Ooh,
or
that's
does
tough.
Battle Cat, or do they go a little bit more grounded, where Battle Cat's just
Wow. I didn't even
He-Man
think
is
of that.
already so all over the place. I mean, someone in the chat pointed out too. There's a character named Fisto
Oh, that's right, there is.
who's got a big fist. So
Fisto,
Ram Man.
ladies and gentlemen.
Throwing Ram Man.
And Ram
there
Man,
are. It's so ridiculous already.
Manny faces.
Was there a motorboat man? Nothing? He's got a motorboat head.
When he talks to you, he talks like this. Punk Adam, what are we gonna do?
He needs a translator. He's a translator. Like he talks like Kenny from South Park. Oh boy. Let's make our movie. All I gotta say, seriously, they better not roadhouse this thing. Do not roadhouse this thing. This belongs in theaters.
You want it on theaters?
Theaters only.
Oh, here's the thing though. This movie's gonna be so expensive, they're gonna have no choice but to put it in theaters, right? It's not like Roadhouse. I mean, you can't make this for $60 million. This is gonna be a $150 million to $175 million movie.
And don't Rings of Power this thing either.
What does
Just
that
dump
mean?
Because
a
that
bunch
was
of movie?
expensive, but some of it
Because then it become Chi-Man.
What are you even talking about?
It's called Rings of Chowder.
All right, covering the news here on the John Campea Show. Thank you for enduring with us. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? We got a release date, summer of 2026. for a Masters of the Universe movie. Are you excited about it? Are you dubious about it? Do you like what we're hearing from a possible synopsis? Maybe not. Do you see some possibilities? Who do you see playing He-Man? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.